looking to run. Both of these teams shot out of a cannon in transition, a trail 3 for Christmas, and no present on that one as Upstate's going the other way.
Yeah, Christmas's volume has jumped a ton shooting the ball from deep this year. He's still efficient from that area, 37%, kind of the prototypical wing. You're going to see him take 6-7 of those today.
Dean getting gap helped a ton, as has been the case for the majority of Big South play. People know how talented he is. Helterhoff tries a 3 and knocks it down from
the corner 3. Johnston gets in on the act.
Not the guy you want to leave alone. You're talking about a guy at one point that was shooting over 50% from beyond the arc this season.
46% from 3 on now 146 attempts on the year.
He had been struggling coming in his last 5 games, was shooting just 24% from out there.
Jiffa behind the back dribble, floats it up and in.
Kessa said, my little kids here, I'm showing up and I'm showing out on senior night.
Helterhoff catching fire, and the 3 the break. Out for Benham, catching fire. Maybe a little bit too much heat on that one.
I tell you what, if that shot would have went down low, this place would have went crazy because they love Trey Benham in High Point.
Gregory gets to the paint area.
Look at this rotation defensively.
And an easy lay-in for 2. Good ball.
The yell that you saw as he came back down the floor, he's looking for a foul.
Looked like maybe he wanted the fast break jam, but then he slowed up trying to draw the foul. Here's McConnell, a 3 for Upstate, and it rolls in.
I'll tell you what, I like.
We got a guy from Columbia that came out of Sunrise Christian as well, Dylan Jones, who's with the Thunder. Great program, and no wonder Mr. Dean is as good as he is.
Brit Harris checks into the game, feeds it down low.
Good shot there by Mann. He now has 13.
He's a 12.5 per game scorer. Had a double-double against Upstate in the home game. Dangerous pass. Gregory got right through. Right into the big man. Floats it up and good. Upstate ball. Skinner, Harris, Dean, Gregory, and Adkins on the floors. They got to go fast. Harris bobbled it for a second. Adkins sets his feet. Fires the 3. Banked it in. Timeout, USC. If you think you got the wrong guy, Mike Morrell requested it, and that's important because now Solomon can stay in the game with just 2 fouls. Skinner, contested 3. He got another.
That Helterhoff kept getting held up and could not get back on him. That's why he had the easy basket. And here's one right here.
Book, easy layup.
Today the Spartans have connected on.
Townford goes up like a tight end, couldn't get it. Britt's got a steal.
Prosser is having a fit.
Book, turn around left hand, and how about that from the southpaw?
Again, inside power game.
Dean made a 3 late in the first half, decided not to go for it there. The oop and the layup.
Nice pick and roll.
Absolutely. That was just a bad pass by Upstate. Just a lazy pass. Presbyterian turned it into a bucket.
PC back up by 1.
Can't afford those right now, Mike. Not in a close game.
Here's Gregory back up to the top of the key to Brit Harris. Chico Johnson to Harris once more. Under 10 to go on the shot clock. Harris with the bounce pass into Johnson.
A lot in the half court. Moss, right elbow for 3 in transition, left it short. That was a quick shot. I don't know if Darius Nichols liked that shot. Dean gets free along the baseline and scores.
Makes 1 out of 2, has 21. That leads all scorers. And the lead grows to 8 for the visitors from just outside of Charleston, SC. Harris limited by fouls in the opening half. Reverse on a pretty feed, and Chico
get into the lane as quickly as possible, and almost like a defensive player on the football field, just jumping the snap a little too early.
McConnell, strong drive and finish. 15-6 run now for the Bucks.
And we saw how the Spartans were able to cause some of those turnovers there in that first half, but it's Mr. Dean. But so far right now, Charleston Southern's been able to ice this game because of their hot shooting from the free throw line.
Atkins knocking it down. Carmelo Atkins
did not like that last call, and I think it was a guess.
It did hit a foot, but it has to be intentional or a kicking motion to negate that, and that's what One of the officials felt like they saw underneath. Good step through, good lay-in. Basket, lays it up right to the rack and in.
That one he can make.
Quick play the other way. Brit Harris checks his feet. Slips it inside. And Dean with a deuce.
Rizzy fell.
Did that early in conference play where he's been at his best, at least scoring the basketball.
Because he can get in the lane. He will always get in the lane. Question is, will he get squared up shot? Oh, that one
rolls it in. High Point up by 13. Gregory out to Harris, 45 seconds. Mr. Dean, and one.
Wow.
Went right after Hill.
Just an 11-point lead right now. So
there's his first miss in the Big South. 82-71, deep three. McConnell, oh, he rattled it in.
Conference play. Gardner-Webb two up and 3 down in conference play. And Upstate is 1 up and 3 down, so there's a lot of time. There's a lot of basketball left to be played for it, and a lot of opportunities for a team like Gardner-Webb to take a win like this and turn it into something huge.
Around the Solomon screen. 10-foot jump shot left short. Marsh starts the game 0 for 3, pushed quickly into the front court. Good motion. Harris thought about it, pulled it down on the drive. Tough take. Oh, and the make. The screen for Taylor. Taylor drives into the lane, swiped away by Dean. 3-on-2 break. Out for Dean. Skips through the lane. The floater good. Oh, and fouls as is Banks. Marsh to the bench with his 2 fouls with 2:02 left to go. Here's Harris. And now for Gregory. Contested 3. Ooh, icy.
Great balance from Greg Gant to be able to bring the ball down and then find the open man, recognizing that he was tagged on that roll.
Anthony answers, excuse me. Those are good closeouts.
Yeah, it was a good closeout. AB actually fumbled it a little bit, but that's how you know he's such a good shooter.
The reverse splashes.
Getting downhill, was observing the floor to see if anybody was going to commit too much so that he could dish out for the finish. And as soon as he recognized that it didn't happen.
Oh, Atkins gets it together.
Point scoring game.
Wow. He's been the premier player on this team all year. Some nice baseline out of bounds action from Coach Richter's bunch. Got a good look. Dean thought about a 3. His second one of the game is pure. And
that's now 11 turnovers on Presbyterian.
And who says basketball's not a contact sport?
Harris, nice pass to Garcia, lays it in.
Nice dribbling.
Talford said, I'm going to feed the big guy.
And it goes from McConnell. Oh, and he buries the up top off in December. And it really paid off. He saw his teams would come back fresh. Here's a miss. And now Upstate looking to attack again. His team had 7 days off before this game.
Oh, that's McConnell's game.
Harrison attacks one-on-one. Talford fights for the loose ball, and it's going to be Brit Harris for Upstate. Now it's the Spartans looking to attack. Playing 4 out, 1 in here.
Yeah, but Book's a pretty good passer, nice and physical out of that post. I think he's up a little too high that time with the basketball.
And a 3 on the other side for Greg. Johnson trying to finish off both. He misses the second, so Winthrop's lead is 3. 1 possession game. Here's Mr. Dean. He's attacking. Waits for his teammates to catch up.
That was good help by Baker that time.
McConnell, the 3-point shooter, reverses. Oh, good little pocket pass inside from McConnell. Back in for Winthrop. Maybe got a little bit too deep under the basketball. Up ahead, or the goal. Corner for Atkins, good.
That time, Kason Harrison was willing to finish with that right hand off the spin move. Obviously a left-handed player, but comes off that spin and finishes with that right hand. Tough to deal with if he's going to continue to do that throughout the night.
He's got 10 points. With him now, 4 players in double-figure scoring. McConnell, the three-point shooter. Oh, he rattles it in.
Both teams rolling across the bottom of your screen, and some good matchups out on the floor here in the starting 5 for both teams.
Harris with the bucket at one end, the steal at the other in transition. Here's a 3. There it is. Both of our keys to the game. 16 points per game is what he averages. Catamounts trying to get to the corner. Brit Harris with a takeaway. Dumps it off to Atkins, another freshman in transition and turning turnovers.
Here for Upstate. Wilson, contested 3. Rebound Harris here for Upstate. McConnell hits a 3. Andrew McConnell.
And mixing it up, got to give love to one of the OGs in the game.
Yep, great recruiter too. His team has come out to play defensively. That 3.
That, honestly, it's fun to get to watch those guys. That's the fun thing about this NIL world now, is we might be watching some guys who play in the Big Ten next year.
Exactly.
A reason to tune in, even though a little bit of a blowout is.
Will, you mentioned that Utah State game. A guy, he's shown that he is not afraid of the big moments, defensively, offensively. He can match up against the opposing team's best guard. And he is going to be a player that's on the floor a lot for Iowa this year. Beautiful back cut there and finish. That was a pretty time. And now, with that last bucket, it's 20 points on the night, which is a new career high.
2 games in a row. Brit Harris does his Brock Hardy impression. Good pass from him.
Peterson to the baseline, fades away with 4, can't hit it. And a defensive rebound to Harris. That's really good defense overall by the USC Upstate Spark.
If Bradford did get a 3-second call on that, nobody in this crew will ever call it in their careers.
And Chico
in the first half, but I think those extended possessions have kept Upstate in a guarding position and taken something away from the lower body.
Harris with a shot fake, goes in deep, gives to a cutting Johnson layup, good.
Instead of potential bucket, it's his second. Harris, no look dish. There's Garcia on the offense. Came out to Smith. Bell, the drive on Atkins, stops on a dime. Down, 3 defenders, try to throw it between his legs like a center, taken away by Harris. Gregory, transition 3 in the air, it's good. Spartans for a chance to take the lead. Got a 3-pointer from Carmani Gregory before the break. He's got 7. This is Mr. Dean for 3. Aaron Timms working on Garcia up with the left hand off the glass and a miss. Rebound Garcia. Oh, Mr. Dean all alone underneath, punches it in.
They're helping, they're talking, and stopping a lot of the penetration down the lane that Southern Wesleyan was getting in the first half.
Dean gets the lob. Oh, my goodness. Harris offloads Johnson. Wide open 3. Connects.
We saw that against Georgia Southern, and we've seen it a couple times here today.
Jamison. Nice move to get open. Can't finish. Dean. One more. Chico. Got it. Under 10 to shoot. Corbin. No good. Moore goes tying in. Brit Harrison's up with it. Brit quickly up. Carmani.
We talked about every shooter goes through slumps. I've gone through slumps before, and I'm going to keep shooting, confident I can get out of it. But dating back to last year, he's 2 for his last 30 as Atkins bakes one in.
Foot away, caught that, turned and scored.
Deacon fans trying to bring a little energy We tick toward 8 minutes to play. Oh, another three for Andrew McCollum for the Deeks.
You got to score, and then you can do all that.
Whether they score or don't,
Yeah.
they have to foul. Harris. Good high hedge from Reed. It's Gregory now. Sidestepping three. It goes! It's a 1-point game.
Hokies hit their first shot, but then have missed their last 7 field goal attempts. Now a 9-0 run for the Spartans. 3 on the way. Adkins hits the 3 with the foul. Johnson trying to find someone open. Burnham drives in instead. Can't get the roll. Fighting for the rebound, and it's Spartans ball. Isaiah Skinner into the game for the Spartans. He's going to take a 3. Got it. Nothing but net for Skinner.
Hokies have climbed back into this thing, but both teams would like to finish the half.
Largest lead for USC Upstate, 14. It was 16-2. Mid-range gets the roll from Daniel Helterhoff. Matter.
I thought you were going with it doesn't go, but it doesn't matter.
That's saved by the rim there, but Carmani Gregory didn't. Hokies have jumped up to a big lead, partly in thanks to the fact that the Spartans got into foul trouble here in the second half. Braylon Garcia has now fouled out, and then there are 2 Spartans in foul trouble with 4 apiece. Meanwhile, an and 1 for Carmelo Atkins.
Patrick draws the double. Corner 3 on the way. Wiseman a little long. Adkins didn't have enough space to shoot the 3. You're going to see throughout the game how fast Upstate wants to go down the floor. Good take by Book. He's got 2 more. 5 substitutions out. And Upstate brings the starters back into the game. Brit Harris. Skip past Gregory inside the Book. Look at the ball movement. Frees up Adkins for 3. It's good. Snapped a 2.5-minute scoreless drought. Here's a deep 3 for Darden. No good. He'll try that. That's not out of his range. Second team all-conference last season, Fisher Darden.
No, remember, he shot 48% from the three-point line.
Dean flying inside with a finger. Deep ball on the way. Off the backboard, no good. Rebound, Atkins. 13-0 run in a flash for Upstate. Why not give it back to 5? Adkins puts a 3 in the air. Got it!
He stopped the penetration, then got the turnaround fadeaway.
Hasn't been the best night for Bailey Wiseman, but that hasn't stopped him from shooting. Here's a Chico Johnson 3 that falls in. Isaiah Skinner.
Watch Skinner coming right down the gut.
Fighting through a couple of screens.
They had him.
Harris, drive, handoff, Dean! Had his pass taken away. Something to clean up in practice tomorrow, but Harris got it right back. Working 2-on-2. Backing his way to the elbow, lays off to Dean.
Hard to do. Even when you don't take any shots outside the paint.
Not his 5th, excuse me. So he is still available, but Coach Richter decided to take him out with 4 fouls. Harris slips it inside to Book. He's had another gritty night.
Israel's made some nice plays. He's a nice player.
Sophomore guard, a former Hillcrest Ram, Chico Johnson buries